Oh, yes. This is great. It's a great day off. No, dude! Sup, little beach? Dude, life's a beach.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast, where today I'm going to be breaking down Valley versus JSU. I know y'all been waiting for this. Put out a few videos, but I know y'all been really wanting to get to this. And I really want to talk about it. So let's get into it. I ain't even going to waste time, right? But before I do, I would really appreciate it if y'all do me a favor. You go on Instagram, you look up Brim Solutions, B-R-I-M-M Solutions. They're a virtual assistance company, okay? The founder is a Howard graduate, so please support an HBCU graduate. Go on Instagram, follow that page. They help with everything, literally, that you need done online. She's a virtual assistant. Anything that you need, if you have a business, anything that you're trying to do, inquire about her. Inquire about her service. Please, I promise y'all she is legit. She actually helps me out with my channel. I know she's going to do well for any one of y'all. Like, for real. Please, just look her up, ask about her, inquire about her, everything like that. I really do appreciate y'all. Let me straighten this up. All right, let's get into it. So, I'm going to start with the defense this time, right? I always start with offense. I'm going to start with the defense. So, number one, right, the things that they need to do, really just an overall breakdown. Assert your dominance early. The first drive, the first couple of drives, as a matter of fact, was a little uncharacteristic of the defense. You know, they almost gave up 2 scores, but they made that push. I think it was the second quarter. I think held them to 9 instead of them having 14. It's assert your dominance early. We know how great y'all can be. Y'all are allowed to have mistakes because you've been as good as any other defense all season. But get back to asserting your dominance, because this is a team who, unlike Bethune, will make you pay for your mistakes. They will make you pay for your mistakes. So you just got to assert your dominance early, right? And let me say this. The front 7 is going to have a very fun day because we know what Mississippi Valley's doing. Jelani Eason is not a threat throwing the ball. This we know. He's a threat running. He's a threat on read option and everything like that. And when he does throw, it's going to be quick passes. This is going to be a very fun day for the front 7. A lot of that front 7 is going to rack up tackles. James Houston, Aubrey, Keontae, Katron, all them boys. They gonna eat. They gonna eat this Saturday. So yeah, but let me just get back on topic, right? The secondary. Let me see y'all locked in a little bit more. You're not going to get tested like you think you are this game, because like I said, Jelani is not a threat passing the ball. Everything that y'all cover is going to be underneath you. But I still want to see y'all locked in just because you have big games coming up. I mean, Alcorn is down the road. Let's just get in that habit. You know, a couple of games y'all have been taking like bad angles on pass plays. Y'all been getting beat, which is normal, but just like fix those mistakes a little bit more. Like, let me see y'all locked in. Let me see y'all tuned into the game. Not really much to say about y'all, you know, but just let me see you locked in just a little bit more. So yeah, and the defense just needs to continue to work as a unit. I mean, overall, you guys have been playing like you've played together all your lives since week 1. That just needs to continue. It's not really much to critique y'all on because y'all have been doing so good. Now, let me say this. Valley's offense is ranked 2nd to last, but they can run the ball. They can run that rock. I forget the running back's name. He's electric. Earlier in the season, he was 2nd behind Gary Quarles in rushing yards. I think he's fell down to number 5. I think he's 5th now. But dude is still really electric. Okay? Stuff him early. Because one thing Valley's going to try to do is run between the tackles on the read option and everything like that. That's how they make their money. And as soon as you stop him, which is going to bring me to my next point. As soon as you stop him, because I have faith that you will, what they're going to try to do is get the ball to Donald Johnson, that speedy receiver of theirs. The boy is fast. They're going to try to get that little play action going, little RPO game. They're going to toss it right up to David Johnson and try to let him do what he can do with the rock as well. make sure he goes nowhere. First of all, that secondary has just enough speed, right? I expect Cam, Shiloh, John, all three of y'all had great games last week. I expect you to be on cleanup duty for Donald Johnson. I really do, all right? Because, like I said, if you miss a tackle, if you get in your own way, this team will hurt you. They are not Bethune. They are not Bethune. They know what their strengths are, and they play to it well. So, like, you know, Jelani Eason, like I said, not a threat passing the ball. And, you know, this is no disrespect to Jelani, but he has a 6-to-3 touchdown to interception ratio. 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You only completed 80 of 180 passes. You only attempted 180 passes. That's my thing. That's how I know, you know, they're not really confident in you throwing the ball. So that's really nothing that I would worry about if I'm JSU. I just don't. That's no disrespect. Now, if he comes out and he lights it up against that secondary, I'll clap it up for that man. But I just don't see it happening, right? So the front seven, all they have to do is dominate like they've been doing. It's a done deal. It's really a done deal because they're just better. They have more talent. They're just a better overall unit than that offensive unit. For the offense, right? Find Malachi Wideman early and often. Week after week after week, this man he's been getting more comfortable. Last week was his breakout game for sure. The incredible plays he was making, the diving catch for the touchdown. Find Malachi early and often. He's a matchup nightmare. Nobody's going to stick with him. Not much people in the SWAC can stick with this man. All right? My next thing. When in doubt, please look for Keith Corbin. Look for Keith Corbin. Throw it up to him. I promise you, this boy has the surest hands, the softest hands in the SWAC. He uses his big body the way you would want a receiver to do so, to shield defenders from the ball, and he makes the play. Most importantly, he continues going because he wants the yak yardage. So you do those two things, Shedeur, you'll be fine. I have no doubt in my mind that he won't. I'm just saying these are the things that they need to do. Some of it may be a little obvious. So as far as the O-line, I need consistency. I need consistency from y'all. Some plays, you will give Shedeur all the time in the world. Other plays, y'all get your ass beat. I don't know what it is about y'all. I know you did have an injury. I don't know when Tony Gray is coming back. But I need y'all to like be consistent and get it together. Y'all are dogs. Y'all been saying all offseason, y'all are dogs. You know, it's time for y'all to show it a little bit. Show it on a consistent basis. So please do a better job in consistently protecting Shedeur. Which brings me to my next point. On obvious passing situations, take Santee out, put Pickett in. Now that he's back, I need Pickett to pick up blocks because Santee isn't doing the best job with doing so. He just tries to throw a little chip on an incoming defender or a linebacker or a defensive end, and it doesn't work out. The chip does nothing, and the guy ends up hitting Shedeur really hard from behind, and you know, hits like that just look really scary. So put Pickett in. I think he'll provide a better service when it comes to protecting Shedeur on pass blocking situations, because the running back sometimes can really make the difference on that delayed rusher coming in to try to get the quarterback. So please put Pickett in on obvious passing situations. And honestly, he's good catching out the backfield as well if you need him to. So just incorporate him in that way. Use the running backs strategically. Short yardage situation, passing situations, Pickett. Everything else, JD and Santee, right? Santee is explosive when he gets in the outside. JD can be that guy for you if you give him more carries. I really do want y'all to give JD more carries. He can really carry the load if you let him, but we won't know because he caps out at 5 attempts per game. So, we won't know. I just want to see him get more carries. What else I had? Somebody has to step up for Warren Newman. For those of you who don't know, Warren Newman is now on crutches. Thank you to, I don't know if you want me to say your name, but so I'm not, but if you don't care, I'll do it next video. But thank you to one of the subscribers who sent me a picture of Warren Newman. It was on Aubrey Miller's Instagram story. Warren is hurt. Of course, we know that he was on crutches. So hopefully it's a sprain and nothing bad, because I really want to see him back. He's a fan favorite. Warren, we wish you nothing but a speedy recovery and everything like that. But somebody needs to fill in for him while he's gone, because the spark that he brought in the return game, the spark that he brought, that he's brought in between the seams with moving the chains, has yet to be replaced. And we're seeing it now. Shador's throwing it to the outside a lot more. Not complaining about that because it's working. But at some point, somebody going to need to move them chains inside the seams. And I want to know who's that going to be. Somebody got to step up for Warren. Somebody got to. In the return game as well. Somebody got to. Now, you got people to do it. Isaiah Bowden, as fast as he is. Tremonte's back there. Allah's back there. I just need to see somebody take that role now. Really step up and take that role, because we don't know how long Warren is going to be out. And Shador, the only critique, and this is just a small critique, right? The mental clock in your head on a few plays is off, right? It was a couple plays last week where you held the ball a little too long, and you got hit because of it. You got to get the ball off. Even when you're out of the pocket, there's people chasing after you. You ain't got all day. Sometimes you just got to throw it away. It's not there. Just throw it away a little sooner. It's not there. But that's literally like two plays that I've seen of Shador doing that. That's not even really a critique. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Because he really doesn't have a problem with it. His mental clock is really okay. It was just a few times that I seen that I was just like, oh yeah, you got to get the ball out faster than that. And that's just about it for him. And honestly, get started earlier. The offense as a whole, get started earlier. No more waiting until the first quarter to get going, or right before halftime to get going. Please do not do that to our hearts anymore. We can't take it. Every single game we think it's going to be an upset because y'all take so damn long. I don't know why, but please just get going in the first half. Please, please, please get going in the first half. And honestly, their defense, not to be overlooked, of course, but they do give up 30 points per game. Y'all put up over 40. So I'm kind of expecting the same performance for y'all. This isn't Bethune. Valley is no pushover at all. But no, I'm expecting the same thing if you play up to your potential. With that being said, the one guy you got to look out for in this defense, Valme Swannies. I hope that's how you pronounce his name, Valme. He's ranked 8th in the SWAC in tackles and 3rd in tackles for loss. He will be all over the field trying to get to Shador. We have not done the best job in pass blocking situations consistently. So please locate that kid every play and double him. Do something. Do whatever you got to do to keep him off Shador's behind, because he's coming. Balmain is coming. All right. That's about all I had. That's it. It's not really much. Like I said, Bethune is a team that they aren't Bethune-Cookman. If you make mistakes against them, they're going to stay in the game and they're going to capitalize. They are. Going into the season, we knew Valley wasn't going to be a pushover. We knew that, right? And they've been very competitive, but especially as of late. But again, this is a game where you have the overwhelming majority of talent. You should win this game handedly after making adjustments and filling them out. But with that being said, man, you are watching the CFL podcast. I go by the name of Kobe. Let me know what you think down below, because I could miss something. I ain't perfect. I could miss something. So let me know what you think down below about what I had to say about this. Like I said, you're watching the CFL podcast. I'm out. Follow Brim Solutions on Instagram, please. The picture will be up. Peace.